Hey there, Successful Mama. It's your friend Patricia Sung. So this summer has not at all gone as I thought I had or how I planned it, and I'm going to tell you more about that later this week. But in the meantime, I am just really excited about some stuff that's going on, and I had to tell you. So I'm giving you a little sneak peek into what's going on behind the scenes. Now, this episode and a couple other ones that are coming out this week, I am not doing any fancy editing. I'm not even putting the intro in here. This is true behind the scenes, what's going on in my life right now. And it's more important to me that I share it with you right away than try to make it perfect. Because we all know I'm working on my perfectionism, right? So, first piece of good news for today is that this weekend, ADDA is hosting a really cool event that is a worldwide, international ADHD conference. Now, I have actually been helping with ADDA. I volunteer with them, and I've been working on this event for probably 6 months, and it is run by ADHD people. So here we are, still throwing in good ideas at the last minute, and voila, here we are. It's coming up this week, and it's so good. I can't help but, not tell you about it. I would be doing you a disservice if I wasn't y'all gotta be there. It's going to be such a great event. So what is it? Y'all know that when ADHD people come up with things and they're like, I want this to be something totally different, you get some interesting stuff. So here's what's happening. I want you to picture an actual ADHD conference, or any conference that you've been to for anything. And you're at this big conference center, and there's the main sessions going on, but there's also the whole conference area. So the event has two different spaces. You have the main events, when these are calling them sparks. We're sparking new ideas and want to spark good conversation, new conversations about ADHD. So there are 3 different themes going on, and you can choose any of the 3 themes. If you want to stay up for a day and a half straight, you could also go to all 3. But really pick the one that speaks to you. And the 3 themes are ADHD at work, ADHD and me, and then you, me, and ADHD. So you think about ADHD work, pretty obvious. You've got ADHD and me, which is all about working on yourself. And then you have you, me, and ADHD talking about relationships. Now, this event is going on for a day and a half straight. So the beauty of that is no matter where you are listening from or where you are viewing from, you can take part in the activities. So if you are in the US, it starts Friday afternoon. So July 22nd is that first session is in the evening. So we have some speakers happening at the beginning. I'm one of them. And we have that first event, that first main conference happening Friday night. And then on Saturday morning, super early here, there is the second session. And then Saturday afternoon is the third session. And then we have an amazing women's town hall happening Saturday night. Now, if you are on the other side of the earth, if you live in Asia or Australia, that means that the conference is starting for you on Saturday morning, July 23rd. So you have one session in the morning, one in the evening, probably, I imagine, the middle of the night on Sunday. And then you have the town hall would be first thing Sunday morning. And then if you're in Europe, that means it would be in between. You're probably not going to the first session unless you're a night owl, like many of us are. But then the second and third sessions would happen on Saturday for you. And then the town hall is probably in the middle of the night. I'm I should have written out these times before I started talking, but I told you this is raw, unedited. I'm just sharing today. The beauty of this is because it was designed by people with ADHD, it is set up to be very ADHD friendly. Although the main sessions are running about 4 hours long, there are lots of breaks. We switch topics and new things are happening every 15, 20 minutes. This is not going to be a boring conference. We keep it moving because we know how our brains work, right? Super ADHD friendly. And then I want you to think of then the flip side is that there is also the, when you go to a conference, there's the sessions going on where you go into the room and listen to the person talk and you learn some stuff. Well, there's also, you have the whole conference area where you walk around, there's tables set up and people are talking about this over here and you can learn about this, new thing at this table over here. I want you to picture that, but virtual. The actual people are hanging out in something called the ADDAverse. And this is a virtual conference space. So when you log in, you actually make a little avatar. And if you want to find me, I will be dressed all in yellow because all of the volunteers will be dressed in head to toe yellow so that we're easy to find in case you need help. You're going to pick out your outfit, dress your little avatar up. It reminds me kind of like those little Zelda creatures. Characters, little Zelda characters that are like rectangles that bebop around the screen. That's what it's like. And you can actually walk around the conference center and go to the different areas, learn different things, see different stuff, sign up for this, learn about that. And all throughout this space, throughout the 36 hours, we have different speakers doing what we're calling ADDA-verse conversations. So on Friday, it starts with Elaine Taylor-Krause. I'll be chatting Jonathan Hassel, who is an ADHD coach from Australia. And then in between, so then we have the main session, and then you have more activities going on in between. So Monica Hassel is going to be sharing in between sessions 1 and 2. Then you've got session 2 running. I'm like, oh, I didn't write down everybody's name. So you're getting this off the top of my head here. Then in between sessions 2 and 3, I think it's Alan Brown and Dr. Carolyn Parcells. I don't remember who's going after session 3 before the town hall starts. And then to wrap it up, we have the women's town hall, and we're having 2 panels of speakers. So the first one are like the original ladies who stepped out like back in the 90s, maybe before that. I don't know how much I should date them. People like Terry Matlin, Linda Rogley, Lori Dupar, Liz Lewis, and Michelle Price and I are going to be hosting that. So we'll be asking the ladies questions. Hopefully, if we can work out the technology, because like I said, ADHD people are like, can we make this work in this new technology? I don't know. This is the beauty of ADHD. We're like, we'll figure it out, man. Figure it out. So hopefully I'm going to be able to like gather all the questions from the audience. So come find me, ask me questions, and then I'll be asking the panelists your questions as well. And then the second part is another panel of the amazing BIPOC ladies who are coming onto the scene right now. We've got Ingra Shea, who's been on the podcast before, Sudita Casturi, I hope I said that name right, Victoria Navarro, Stacey Michelle. And we're going to be starting out with, where did we start? Like, ADDA's been around for like 30 years now. These women who are at the forefront, where did they start? Where are we at right now? And then where are we going with all of the women who are coming onto the scene now and voicing how we live and how our experience is, and it is different for all of us. And we want to get that flavor in this town hall. What does all this mean? On Friday, I want to see your face in the ADDAverse. In order to attend the main sessions, you do need to purchase a ticket. However, you can also join us in the ADDAverse for free throughout the weekend, because we want to share this with as many people as possible. How do we get this information out in as many hands as possible? How can we start these conversations about women in ADHD and like get them on the megaphone? So I'm going to put the links in the chat. Not the chat. What am I doing? Also, I'm not editing this. Forget that. I'm going to put the links in the show notes, the little description thingy. Y'all, this is a day where I probably shouldn't be recording anything, but here I am. Because side note, sometimes people are like, Patricia, you have it all together. How do you have it all together? Some days I don't. I don't normally record podcasts on the days that I don't, but this thing's coming up this weekend and I want to tell you about it. So here we are. You're getting unedited raw Patricia today. So what does this mean? It means that on Friday at 5:30 Eastern, which I hope is 2:30 Pacific, I try to do the time zones, not my strong point. I will be in the ADDAverse having a conversation about overcoming imposter syndrome, like understanding ADHD and self-doubt, especially in women. And it's about a 30-minute conversation. And these are going on throughout, so you can listen in and participate with all of the different ADDAverse conversations going on. So I want to see you there. It's free. Sign up in the link, show up, come say hi, participate in the conversation with me so I'm not standing there by myself, okay? And then on Saturday, there is the Women's Town Hall with the 2 panels. That starts at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and I hope that's 5:30 Pacific time. And I want to see you there while I'm helping host and the town halls. So, and then once you get in there, if you're like, this is amazing, I want to sign up for the main sessions too, you go right ahead there and do that. But for sure, go sign up to get into the ADDAverse, wander around, meander, see what's going on, talk to some people. This connection we need. We need connection with our people. I'm going to talk more about that tomorrow on my next behind the scenes thing. So please come join me. I want to see your face this weekend. Sign up for ADDA's International Global Gathering this weekend, July 22nd to 23rd. At minimum, come join the free part, check it out, see what's going on. If you're feeling learny, come join the Spark sessions as well. If you want, I'm hosting the At Work one on Friday night, so you can come see my face then too. You may be sick of my face by the end of this weekend because I'm helping a lot. But I'm just so excited to get quality information into your hands, especially when you can have the option for both free and paid things, because the more people who have quality information about ADHD, the more that we can start to shift the paradigm of how ADHD people work, that we are not doomed to be a hot mess, and that we can be very successful when we have the tools and skills needed and lean into our strengths and know how to bumper pad our weaknesses. You can head to ADDA's website, which is ADD.org. That's how long they've been around, back when it was still called ADD and not ADHD. And I'll also put the link in the show notes for you to sign up for the free spot for the ADDAverse. But keep in mind, sign up now, because there's only so many people they can fit in the conference area. Like, I think it's like 1,000 people or something. So if you take too long, there may not be a spot for you. So FYI, make sure you go do that now. Go in, make your little avatar, give them a little cute outfit, and I will see you on Friday or Saturday this weekend. Again, you can find me 5:30 Eastern for my ADDAverse conversation on overcoming imposter syndrome, and then at the town halls on Saturday night at 8:30 Eastern. Both of those women town halls, I'll be present and hanging out with you. So I will talk to you soon, Successful Mama. Stay tuned for more behind the scenes of raw and unedited Patricia this week.